What's going on, Chemical Guys family, and thanks so much for tuning in for today's continuation detailing process on this Ford F-150. Our videographers just got back from a trip to El Mirage, and as they were filming, they got a lot of dust and abrasive particles on the wheels, the engine bay, as well as the exterior of the vehicle. And last time you saw that we washed the wheels as well as the engine bay to get rid of all the dust, the grime, and anything else that builds up and cakes up on the surface. And now we're going to move on to the exterior to not only move those abrasive particles, but to enhance the beautiful shine. So let's get started. To begin our wash process, I've already set up 2 buckets because we're going to be using the 2-bucket method. And if you're unfamiliar with what that means, we're going to have 1 bucket just for our soap and then 1 bucket for rinsing. And we're going to place a dirt trap in each bucket, which is going to filter out the abrasive particles that we're pulling off of the surface. And they're going to get trapped underneath this platform, which prevents it from returning to the vehicle where it could potentially scratch it. So we'll place these in at the bottom of the bucket where it'll create a seal. And then as we pass our wash mitt or your wash sponge across the surface, that's going to release the dirt and any other kind of abrasives on your wash mitt and force them underneath those cones, and again to prevent those from coming back to the vehicle. And the soap we've chosen to use today is Sticky Snowball Snow Foam, and the reason being is this car is covered in abrasive particles of sand and dirt, and this is going to lay down a thick layer of lubricating suds. And what that means is as we foam it, it's going to emulsify the dirt and help guide it off of the surface for a scratch-free finish. And in the end, it's going to help enhance that gloss. So it's very easy to use. You can use it in your 2-bucket method. You can use it with a foam gun or a foam cannon. Today we chose to use our big mouth max release foam cannon because it's going to help lay down a very thick blanket of that suds. And it's also going to make it a lot easier and a lot more fun to wash this vehicle because it is a large vehicle, which is why we're using the big mouth. So we'll set up our bucket just by adding a couple ounces of our car wash soap. And we've already added a couple ounces to our big mouth. To begin, we'll start by rinsing down the vehicle, starting at the top and then working our way down, as well as rinsing out the bed where there's a lot of sand and abrasive particles, and then we can move on to the foaming process. But before we get to that, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, drop your comments down below for any future videos, and let's get to it. So after rinsing off the truck, we're going to move on to the foaming process. I know a lot of you guys are asking us what kind of pressure washers we use or what's the PSI range. Today we chose to use an electric pressure washer that has about 1600 PSI and about 1.7 gallons per minute. And that's going to be perfectly safe for your automotive detailing, and it also works great with your big mouth foam cannon. Now also, after you saw that we rinsed it down, the truck looks great, but that's only because it's wet. Once this dries, it's still going to have that dirt because it clings to the surface and it gets embedded in those pores, which is why we're coming back with the foam cannon to help loosen it and remove it. And then we're going to show you guys how to properly revive your trim, because sand and dirt also works its way into the pores of the plastic, giving it that chalky look. And then over time, it's going to start to discolor and fade. So after foaming the vehicle, we've given it a moment to dwell, and again, that's going to help soften up and emulsify the abrasive particles of dust and dirt. And now we're going to grab our chenille microfiber wash mitt, which is going to help us gently glide off any remaining dust and debris. And we'll grab some foam which gets trapped inside of the microfiber noodles. And then working at the highest point, just like we did when we were rinsing it, we're going to drag any dirt and any kind of material down to areas that we haven't cleaned yet. And then working in linear motions, we're going to prevent the installation of swirls. Now, as you wash your vehicle, you're going to start to see that you're picking up a lot of that dirt and debris, which is why we have a second bucket. So we're going to place the wash mitt and push it all the way to the bottom where that dirt trap is and run it against the face to help release that dirt. And we're forcing it underneath those cones. And that's going to keep it from dwelling in our wash water, but it's also going to clean off our mitt. This way we're not bringing it back to the vehicle. So now to further prevent any kind of dirt from coming back to the car, we're going to rinse it out or wring it out outside of the bucket. And then we'll grab some more soap and then continue the wash process. We've just finished rinsing off this F-150, and that's gotten rid of the spent product as well as any kind of remaining dirt and debris. But lastly, we want to go over the trim. So as I was mentioning earlier, dust and dirt, they sit on the surface and they start embedding themselves into the pores of the plastic, and then over time that gives it that chalky look. So today we're going to be using All Clean, which is an all-purpose cleaner that is safe for your exterior trim pieces to help remove any old dressings as well as that staining that causes the discoloration. And we've already diluted it 20:1 in our secondary bottle, which is about that much of our bottle. And now we're just going to grab one of our exterior all in the detail brushes and start scrubbing away any of that dust and grime, and then we're going to come back and dry it and protect it. As our final step for today, we're going to be using Hydro Shield to protect the trim that we just cleaned. Now this is going to lay down a ceramic layer of protection that not only enhances a new look, but it's going to help resist any kind of harmful elements that cause discoloration and fading over time. So it's really easy to use. We're just going to shake up the bottle and then spray some to our foam applicator pad, and then just start working it in on the mirrors as well as any trim that we've cleaned, and then allow it a moment to bond, and then we'll wipe off any excess. So guys, I'm going to finish off the rest of the trim, but in the meantime, you can check out all the products that you've seen us use today on our website, chemicalguys.com, or your local detail garage. Don't forget to stay tuned for our next part where we're going to be jumping onto the interior where there's tons of dirt and debris that have worked its way into the fibers as well as all the plastics, and we're going to show you how to properly remove it and restore a beautiful shine. So guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.